Oops. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everybody. Let me know for one if the music is too loud or not. And two, we have fixed Nightbot this time, so there should be no issues with Nightbot trying to time anyone out. And if there are, I will look into it. But there should not be any. I thought I was gonna need to get water after I did my plugging, but I didn't. So I'm glad about that. Let's see. So I'm gonna open up my chat on this monitor just in case I need to do anything. We have a bunch of commands set up now for things such as, for example, if I do !BBL, or apparently it doesn't work. Thank you, Nightbot. Very epic. I thought that was gonna work. That should have worked. Does that one work? So none of them, just none of them work. Great. Thank you. Thank you. Very cool, Nightbot. I tried really hard. I'm gonna open this up on my other monitor. Yeah, apparently it's not working. Damn it. I'm gonna give it like one try, and if it just doesn't work, then we'll go without Nightbot. Yeah, so Nightbot is registered. What the fuck? Did I just not save my commands? I better have saved my commands. Mia, I promise I did it right. I promise I did it right. I pinky promise. Pinky promise. Please tell me I saved my commands. Yeah, so it should be working. What the fuck? It's just not working. Okay, well, great. We'll reset it real quick. Okay. And then we're gonna hope that it works now. BBL? Does it work now? Great, it's not working. Okay. Great, we'll take that. Okay. So, I'll just manually post links that I need to. It's not a huge deal. It's just Nightbot's being dumb 2 streams in a row now. But it's fine. We're taking on Choice Banded Marcus today. Cherryberry Marcus goes by a lot of different names. Marcus goes by a ton of different names. Is this my team for Marcus? This is my team for Marcus. Okay. So we're going to be taking on Choice Banded Marcus. Yes, Bird. Yes. It is named after the best player. Okay, so BBL Arceus. I'm going to real quick pull up the matchup for everyone, so that way then that can be on stream, and then we'll get to it. So hopefully, of course, you guys, if you enjoy, leave a like, etc., but that's just, you know, typical YouTube stuff. BBL matchup. Here we go. BBL Arceus and bam. Okay. So we have, as you can see, Garchomp, Empoleon, Zoroark, Torterra, Gothitelle, Porygon 2, Sylveon, Pachirisu, Spectrier, Mega Lucario, and Moltres. My opponent's draft is Yveltal, Serperior, Mega Mawile, Iselgor, Keldeo, Bronzong, Mamoswine, I don't know why I said Metagross, Sojourner, Rotom Heat, Swirlix, and Glowking. We are currently 0-2. Marcus, I believe, is actually 2-0, if I remember correctly. I'll be honest, I have not checked. I've tried to not spoil myself in week 2 games. So he is 2 wins. Okay, so obviously you guys won't see that, but this is just reverse the matchup. In terms of things I thought were really scary, it's really just Yveltal, to be honest. I'm really only scared of Yveltal, kind of Mamo, kind of Mega Maw, but I'm really only scared of Yveltal. First up on the team, we have Mega Lucario with Close Combat, Meteor Mash, E-Speed, and Earthquake. The spread, basically, we decided to just go with max speed, just in case if Serp tries to creep aggressively on this, I can just Meteor Mash it or Close Combat it, and I can just pick it off. Felt like that was a lot more beneficial to me personally than running, like, enough speed for Keldeo, and then having Serp just creep that anyway. So either I'm going to guarantee I pace it, or I'm not going to. The bulk didn't really matter for any hits. So I felt like it was just good to make sure I'm creeping Serperior, or creeping any aggressive Serperior there. I felt like that was the best for me. Earthquake is great for Glowking. Between Earthquake and Meteor Mash, I should always take out Glowking. There we go. Okay, so it was just lagging a lot. Okay. Well, we should, regardless, though, handle Glowking pretty easily. So we should be fine with that. Which, that's arguably speaking, like, the best switch-in besides defensive with Yveltal, which I think it's either going to be defensive with Boots or Scarf. I'm not sure which yet. I feel pretty 50-50 on both of them, to be fair. But I think it's probably going to lean a bit more on the Scarf end personally, because I think Scarf is just a really good revenge killer here, but not as good as like Xerneas was, to be fair. So we have Mega Lucario up first. So next up we have Sylveon with Hyper Voice, Wish, Baton Pass, and Protect. I forgot to do my nicknames, so I'm gonna do those as we do this. So we have Hyper Voice, Wish, Baton Pass, Protect. The Spadef is basically for Yveltal. Really just wanted Spadef to make sure that was going to be 1v1. We have Hyper Voice, which the only resists to that are Mega Mawile, Rotom Heat, and Glowking, and Bronzong, which there are a lot, to be fair. But this also offensively hits really well things such as Keldeo, Yveltal, even Mamoswine probably takes a chunk from this. I believe it's around like 30-ish%. I forget the exact count. But regardless, though, we have Baton Pass, that way then Mega Mawile cannot come in freely on us, neither can Glowking. We can pivot out appropriately, and then just start mashing buttons. So that's pretty much it there. We have Moltres with Roost, Flame Power, Sub, and Toxic. I really just wanted to get Toxics off on things like Yveltal, Keldeo, etc. I didn't really want to risk Hurricane either, and I felt like the Sub just going for Toxic and then switching out was my best course of action. If I could just Toxic spam the team into Mega Lucario range, that should be pretty good. Felt like I was really just a pretty safe way of winning this. So we have Marco, our Moltres. Next up on the team, we have Porygon 2 with Toxic, Recover, Thunderbolt, and Tri-Attack. I needed to invest this thing for Adamant Mammo, because Mammo does just barely get Adamant against my team, and it really does annoy me. Sorry, I'm just typing in my nicknames. So it really did annoy me, though, that Mammo does get Adamant pretty freely against my team. So I did need to make sure I was able to recover up on that after Stealth Rocks, because I felt like there was a good chance that Marcus will go for the Hazard approach. His team has really, really good methods of Hazard, so it's not really out of question that he's going to try and stack my team. So I need to make sure that I can take on Mamoswine even still with that, because Mamoswine is just a huge threat. With Toxic and Recover, we should be able to honestly just try and get through a lot of threats. Thunderbolt and Tri-Attack were my best middle ground to just hitting the draft. I almost went with Shadow Ball, and I'm still very indifferent on if I'm going to go Shadow Ball, to be honest. But I think ultimately this is my best course of action, because I still need to make sure I'm going to try and hopefully put any sort of pressure on Yveltal. Actually, nope, fuck it. You know what? No, never mind, because Shadow Ball didn't do much to Glowking anyway. We have Stealth Rock, Toxic, Scald, and Roar on Empoleon. The spread is basically just max Fizz Def, just to try and take on Mega Mawile as much as possible. There wasn't really a lot of thought to this one. We just wanted to be Fizz Def for Mega Maw, just to try and Scald burn it as quickly as possible. Rocks are great against this team. I think that the only Pokemon that will run Boots here are Rotom Heat, definitely, I think, and then maybe Yveltal, which again, I think that still could be Scarf. Jury's out on that one. Finally, we have Gargura, our Garchomp. With Swords Dance, Sub, Stone Edge, and Earthquake. Basically, the thought process here is just that Edgequick hits really well. We're going to creep Yveltal with this to force it to go for Sucker Punch, or at least reveal if it's Scarf or not. Luckily, it's not Xerneas, so it's not going to hit us for, like, super effective damage, but it will still definitely do a chunk to us for sure. So yeah, one thing that we are going to do this week, really quick, like, I'm going to really, really quickly check on one thing real quick that I do need to grab. Where is it? Where is it? Here we go. Here we go. Okay. So we're going to try playing under the team account for the actual team that we are using, because my luck has been so bad, and I'm thinking it's maybe just because I have not been using the New Orleans Saints Snow account. Did I put sub on Mega Lucario? No, I'm not. I'm not doing sub. I told you I was very, very cautious on that one. So we're going to at Marcus on Discord, and he said that when I did, we would be good. Let's see. Okay, as CB, we are good to go. Okay, challenge NO Saint Snow. So I'm going to make sure that I win this time. I'm not going 0-3. I promise you I'm not going 0-3. I need to actually really get a win. I don't think I'm going to make playoffs, if I'm going to be honest. And it's not even just being 0-2, like, oh, you know, I can't make playoffs. I really just don't. I don't feel confident anymore after going 0-2, to be honest. So I guess, actually, never mind. It's exactly what I was saying it wasn't. But in general, though, I still think it's going to be a very hard division. I think if I can beat Marcus, we're in a lot better position. But it's still not going to be great. I'm going to turn off my air conditioning because I'm feeling a bit sadistic and I don't want it to pick up in my mic. Okay, so Marcus said he'll be challenging in a second. I know he said that he was going to make 5 sets, but he's not actually doing that. So, in a moment, we'll be starting the match. I'm going to really quick actually import... Oh, that's the wrong team. I'm going to really quickly import my team to Calcs. So, yeah. I'm winning because you're watching the... Yeah, I'm hoping. I'm really hoping. We're going to have to see. So, yeah. Oh, right, I forgot to clear my Wi-Fi sets. That would be a bit helpful to do, so I'm not clicking on Dialga Calcs. That would be a bit helpful. Anyway. So, I think in terms of my lead in this matchup, I think I'm probably going to lead off... I think I'm probably going to lead off with Empoleon or Garchomp. I think Garchomp might be my lead, to be honest. Because the only thing that really would scare out a Garchomp lead would be Maw... Wait, no. I think I'm going to lead off with Moltres. Because at least if Mammo does lead, I have a good switch into it. And I can't really, like, hard out into Moltres on a Mega Maw. That is definitely my best lead for Mega Maw. It's really the only Pokemon I don't lead well against with anything else. And the only Pokemon I don't, like, hard switch in on. Because if Marcus predicts goes for a Rock Slide or Stone Edge, I completely lose my Moltres, and that's my defensive check to Moltres gone. So I prefer, if anything, to just lead well against Moltres, Mega Maw well, and then I don't have to worry about it. And then force my opponent to double. Because I have switches to everything else if necessary. So I think that'll be my plan. Marcus is on now, so I'm going to send the challenge. And then, yeah, good luck and fun to my opponent. We're hoping for a win here. We're hoping for a win. I feel confident that we can get one, but I'm a bit nervous. I'm definitely a bit nervous. So yeah. Let's see. I'm curious, though, I'm curious... Oh, god damn it, Marcus. So I'm curious what Marcus will end up bringing. There's a lot that I think could come. I think the only Pokemon that don't come this game are Swirlix, Stonejourner, and I think anything else could come, to be honest. I think if I had to pick a 6, it's probably just that whole left column, the Yveltal, Maw, Keldeo, Mammo, Rotom Heat, and Glowking. I think that Zong could definitely come. It's really good here, but I think it's just a bit taken advantage of. Same as Serp, but to a lesser extent. I think Serp is definitely a clear 7th, and I think Aselgor is like the 9th Mon. Okay, so I got 4 out of 6. No, Glowking is great. I'll take that for sure. The Glowking was actually really annoying, to be honest. Serp is still annoying, to be fair. Serp is very annoying, but Bronzong I'll take. In terms of my lead, I think, again, I have to lead off with Moltres. Because it pressures Serp and Maw, which are the 2 hardest Pokemon to switch around. And Yveltal and Keldeo, I have Sylveon. For Mammo, I have Porygon. And for Bronzong... For Bronzong, honestly, I have, like, half my team. So I'm going to lead off with Moltres here, I think. Keldeo does lead. Okay, it's perfectly fine. My guess is going to go for a Flip Turn this turn, but I really cannot chance that. I have to kind of just go... Oh, hold on. I'm just going to go for Flip Turn. Just going to go for Flip Turn. I mean, I could probably take a hit with Porygon. Can I not? Can I take a Specs hit from this? I really need to figure that out. Can I take a... Oh, fucking hell. I can't do that. I really can't do that. That's really dumb. That's so dumb. That Specs Secret Sword is going to do way too much. Same as Focus Blast. That'll maul me. So I really can't just throw out P2 like that. So I think I'm going to bite it and go into Sylveon. And if Maw does come in on that, then fuck me, I guess. Okay, so it didn't go for it. Okay, thank God. I went for Scald. Okay, so shoutouts to attacking right what's in front of my opponent. We're going to go for a Baton Pass here. Because there's no reason this thing stays in. And even if it does, I do have Pokemon I can bring in. So we're going to go for a Baton Pass. I don't lose anything doing so. I really can't just Baton Pass afterwards because I didn't creep Mega Mawile. I needed the defense too much. The Spadef that I needed for a Veltal to make sure it was a 3 KO was too high. So my opponent's just going to go for another Scald. That's perfectly fine. So let's see. So this Keldeo... This is definitely a Scarf Keldeo. So 100% Scarf Keldeo. Or maybe like leftovers. But it's definitely not boosting, for sure. So what I think I'm going to do... I think I'm going to go hard Porygon too. I think I'm going to go for a Toxic. If one of the Steels comes in, that's fine. I'm going to go for my Toxic though. Because you know it's not boosting item. Actually... Yeah, I'm going to go for my Toxic. I think it's my best play. Okay, so this is... Oh, are you fucking kidding? And it crit too. Oh my fucking god. Okay. This is gonna be a long one. Secret Sword should peak at 45. Oh my fucking god, so it could actually still kill. What the fuck? I need to just go for my recover here. I need to get my fucking recover off. Oh my fucking god. Okay. I need this thing just healthy, to be honest. I need this Pokemon just healthy. Oh, fuck. That sucks so much. That really sucks. Because I could have went for recover and just been a bit safer now. Okay, so luckily Marcus went for Scald. I think I'm going to go for one more recover then switch. I think it's my best play. I really can't... As I said, I just need this thing healthy. As healthy as possible. Okay, so Maw comes in. That's fine. Mawile Mega. Let's see. So Mawile doesn't actually 2 KO us. It's a guaranteed 3 KO. I think I'm going to try attack. I'm going to try attack and fish for my burn. I really just need to burn this. T-Bolt doesn't do much more anyway. And again, getting a burn on this would be phenomenal. That would actually really save me. So I'm going to try once. And then I'm going to go into Empoleon here. So my opponent didn't Mega. They go for knockoff this turn. They had to have just forgotten to Mega. Okay. Well, I'm going to go for another try attack, I think. Because I can still offensively pressure the Mamo. Wait, no. Hold on. No, that would be dumb. Can I check Banded Mamo anymore with this? Maybe that was a dumb play. I can actually still check Banded Mamo with this. I'd take an Earthquake still. Okay. I'm going to go hard Empoleon then. Okay, Rock Slide. Nice. This is why we have the Empoleon as well for Mega Mawile. 2 threatening of a Pokemon. What I think I'm going to do here is I think I'm going to just go for a Scald and try and get a... no. I feel like Marcus doesn't stay in, but he's been playing really safe. Not even safe. I feel like... I think that I go for a Toxic here. And then I Scald if it stays in. Because there's no way this is staying in. I feel like there's no chance it stays in. I think that Serp is the mon that comes in now, if not Keldeo. And I'd be fine with going for a Toxic in either one of those, to be honest. Keldeo's coming in. Hopefully we can hit this Toxic. Let's go. Yeah, if Keldeo was Toxic already, I could have probably went for Rocks there. So that's a bit unfortunate, but not a huge deal. We're going to go hard into Sylveon here. Because I can always protect on this. Okay. So I can't protect on this anymore. Peachy Keen. Okay. We're going to go for our Wish here. Bronzong's going to come in. I kind of just need to get this thing healthy. I know very well it's going to go for Rocks. Went for Trick Room. That's also honestly fine. Yeah, that's also honestly fine. I just go hard Porygon, do I not? And I just go for Thunderbolt. That feels pretty obvious here, to be honest. So I think I kind of just go hard Porygon and just go for Thunderbolt. I should still chew hits from Bronzong, to be fair. Okay, so it goes for... It is heat proof. Okay. Shoutouts to Trace Porygon for figuring that out. We're gonna go for a... I want to go for a Thunderbolt this turn. Okay, fuck. I should have recovered. That almost feels obvious. But I should have recovered. Fuck. Okay. Mega Mawile comes in. This is definitely minus speed. This is why I have to just recover a sack. Iron Head. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna go for... We're gonna go for Rocks here. We should take a hit and we'll outpace it next turn, guaranteed. So I can Scald it then. Goes for knockoff. That's fine. Okay. So we have Rocks at the very least. Bronzong is gone. So that's one Sylveon counter out of the way, actually, which is pretty nice. So we'll take that. We're gonna go for Scald here. Scald should still be not bad. Or I could go for Roar, to be fair. I feel like, again, this doesn't say in. And I could maybe, no, fuck. I'd rather just go for Scald and fish for a burn. Okay, so Mammo didn't come in, that's fine. We're gonna go hard Keldeo. And then I think what I'm gonna do there is I'm gonna baton pass next turn. Actually, does he really want to go hard into this? I'm gonna go for a Wish, actually. Perfect, so we can actually just kill us a Toxic now, which is phenomenal. Super glad about that. Okay, perfectly fine with this. I'm just gonna go hard Empoleon. Because Mawile doesn't do shit to Empoleon. And the best part is now, again, I could just go for a Scald pretty freely. I'm gonna kill the Keldeo. I'll roar the Serp if we live it. If not, I mean, I have good counterplay. Okay, it goes for Sucker Punch, that's fine. So this doesn't have Play Rough. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Might take advantage of this with Garchomp. So Garchomp obviously massacres. How much does Iron Head do to me? Iron Head doesn't even kill, actually. Which is good to know. I'm gonna go for Garchomp, and I'm gonna sub. I'm gonna sub on this because it's not Play Rough. So we're gonna go for a sub here. My guess is that Serp is gonna come in hard here, which is fine. Or either that or a Veltop comes in hard. So I'm just gonna go for a Stone Edge on this, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna go for Stone Edge after I get my sub up. If Mawile stays in, I'm gonna go for an Earthquake. Otherwise, I'll go for a Stone Edge. But regardless of the goal is to hopefully have a sub up. I think that is ideal. If we can kill the Yveltal, we're in a really good position with Mega Lucario actually at this point. As long as the Mamoswine is not Scarfed, we should be fine. Which, we can figure out if Mammo's Scarfed or not. That shouldn't be too hard. We have Moltres at least to guarantee have an Earthquake switching at this point, so I'm not too concerned. It is annoying, but it's not too concerning. Kind of wishing I had Scale Shot at this point, because Scale Shot would run wild over Stone Edge. But really, I guess... Actually, no, I guess over Sword Stance, to be honest. Yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Regardless, though, it's looking possible, at least. I don't know about, like, guaranteed, but it's looking possible. Let's go! Let's fucking go. Okay. So, Mawile should just get killed. There's no chance in hell Mawile can live this hit. Let's see. So, I'm going to put in... So, Sucker Punch should guarantee, break the sub. I think what I'm going to do here is I think I'm just going to click Earthquake, to be honest. If this breaks my sub, so be it. My guess is that it's going to not. For my calc, I just imported it with adaptability, so don't worry. I got it covered. Thank you, though. But, again, I had it covered already. My calc is already set for adaptability. So, Mawile breaks my sub, perfectly fine, not a huge deal. So Garchomp is going to come in. Well, Garchomp is going to get a kill there. My guess is that Serp kind of has to come in unless the Scarf... Well, actually, Mammo kind of has to come in here. Which is fine. I don't mind Mammo coming in hard, to be honest. If it clicks Ice Shard, that is fine. If it doesn't click Ice Shard, then it is Scarfed. It's kind of the logic I'm going to go with there. So, Earthquake should do around half to Mammo. Well, around half after Rocks, depending on how bulky this is. Ice Shard from Band would kill us. If it is, like, a leftover set, it does not guarantee the kill, but it is likely. Keldeo comes in. Okay, that's fine. I think, to be honest, I just let this go down. I think I set up a Sword Stance and force in the fucking Mamoswine. I think that's what I do. Or the Serp. No. Yeah, I got for a Sword Stance, actually. There we go. Okay, perfect. So now we're going to force in something that will come in to revenge us off. I lost nothing doing that. I had no reason to sub. I had no reason to let anything else go down. That was my play. That was always my play. So my guess is that the Mamoswine is going to come in. If it's Scarfed Mamoswine, Serp has to come in. But I think otherwise it's Mammo that comes in. Because I really think that he's trying to bluff the Yveltal set. And I think he's also trying to hide the Mammo set. So I think his Serp, if he's Scarfed, is going to be the one that comes in. Mammo, I think, will only come in if it is not Scarfed, because it's not going to want to reveal if it's Scarfed. So it is Mamoswine. Okay, so it's probably Life Orb, if I had to guess. Maybe Band. We're going to regardless click Stone Edge. I know, Earthquake here. Earthquake should maybe kill this if it's not, if it's just like Band and clicking Earthquake. Okay, so he's going for Shard. So it is Life Orb. Okay, good to know. So my next question is, Moltres, did I creep? I did not creep. Great. We're going to have fun with this. Sylveon. Wait, hold on. This is Life Orb. Mega Lucario just comes in. Oh, sweet. We get a free close combat here. Free button clicking. Love button clicking. Shout out to Mega Lucario. Just button clicking. Button clicking, button clicking, button clicking. Of course I am, Josh. Are you fucking kidding? When would I not be? Okay. We're gonna go hard into... What is tough? So, we saw this did not take hazards, so we know it is boots. Which means that I guarantee I pace this. Veltal... I need to see how much Oblivion Wing is gonna get back. Veltal... Special... We're at -1. So this will get back like roughly 50-ish%. Close combat should be around 70-ish. You know, how much does Sylveon take? From Life Orb? Oh, it takes nothing. But at the same time, I cannot risk. I cannot risk any sort of, I cannot risk a Steel Wing. So I'm going to go for close combat. We're just going to get our chip. So this is not defensive, which is great. It's phenomenal, actually. Okay, so I'm just claiming my fucking kills. I'm going for E-Speed here. Bye-bye, bitch. We're claiming our kills. Okay, so the question is, how well does Moltres versus Superior? Oh, Moltres kills. Okay, I'm going for E-Speed. I'm just guaranteeing my damage off. I'm not even caring about the speed. Fuck that, Mon. We're going for Flamethrower here. We're going for Flamethrower, and we are taking our fucking win. We're going for our fucking win. Let's fucking go! 1 and 2, baby. To you too. Marcus played that really well. I think that Marcus... I don't know why Marcus didn't click Oblivion Wing in the Lucario. I felt like that was objectively speaking like Marcus is only out there. And I had no flying resist. So I don't really get the knockoff play, but I think otherwise he did pretty good. So yeah. So shout out to Marcus. That was a very fun game for sure. I'm going to really quickly link my replay before the mods beat me. I cannot let the mods beat me, because otherwise that loses me points. So, oh wait, Burgo. Fuck, I need Burgo to do it. Fucking hell, Burgo. You fucking... Okay, I'm gonna... At Burgo. Okay, there you go, Burgo. Thank God. Okay. See, Burgo, I didn't need it. I didn't need it. We will take that. Oh yeah, you know what? I'm gonna call Marcus real quick. cbmarcus. I'm gonna let Marcus say his side. We'll give Marcus the spotlight here. So I'll turn down the music a wee bit for Marcus. We'll turn up the volume a bit.
Wait, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Marcus.
Oh, what's good? GG's.
GG, Marcus. Really quick, before you get into anything, Marcus.
Shut the door.
I do have to ask, I do have to ask one question. Why did you knock off on Mega Lucario? Why? Did you not have a flying move? I feel like it's the only way you can
yeah, no, I didn't have a single flying move. So the game plan originally, so I have like 6 teams, 6 fragments of teams that I basically had. Yeah, I was just like, I couldn't really come up with anything good.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just really bored.
Well, I mean, I'm done with school, so I don't have shit to do.
That's what I was
thinking. At the same time, I was also like, damn, okay, Sylveon is going to go in. I know I got to be at least mixed for the Sylveon, being able to knock off the Steel Wing. So that's basically the first 2 things I put on.
Really glad I go hard Sylveon. I almost did, but I was like, no, he's going to click Steel Wing. I can't do that.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, because I was thinking like, okay, knock off into Steel Wing plus chip from whatever before, like basically kills the Sylveon from there. I put in Hone Claws last minute, which that was over Sucker Punch, so it wouldn't have mattered.
Well, actually, yeah, it wouldn't have mattered because I had E-Speed anyway. So
right, exactly. Yeah, so you would have gone first and then killed, and then I'm still kind of stuck in that same spot. I feel like with the Mega Mawile, I was like that for me was kind of like the black mon on the team. I was trying to like get that working.
I could tell once I saw no player, I thought that was really a black mon for you. But I gotta get it. It really needed 5 moves this game to be fair to hit everything. So
I was like, I can't bring Thunder Punch because
it just gets walled by so much. I almost brought Torterra. It was so close to it. It was.
Bro, I was like,
it almost came over.
Like she brings Torterra.
Between Empoleon, Torterra, and Spectrier, I had to like coin toss between one of them. I didn't even bother mocking with Torterra. I did mock with Spectrier, and it got washed. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go with Empoleon here.
Damn.
So,
Yeah, no, I was thinking like, okay, one of Empoleon and Moltres has to come because I've been like bringing a Celgor with T-Spikes. There's no ground poison. Like something's got to show up to be able to get rid of that. I wasn't thinking both, but honestly, Empoleon was solid here because I didn't bring the T-Punch.
yeah.
It was just Knock, Sucker. Was it Ironhead?
Yeah, I mean,
which is nothing.
Arrow and Keldeo for sure. And Knockoff still did a chunk at least, so you weren't probably too worried. Even Serp probably did a fair bit. So that makes sense.
Yeah, I was trying to get some momentum in the late game with Serp. I had Giga Drain in the back and Glare, and so I was thinking for Spectre, if that starts to gain momentum, I could maybe Glare it, or I could Giga Drain if I already have like a +2 boost from the a Leaf Storm, and then I just soak that all back, and then I like Glare or finish it off next turn or something.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I think this was definitely the match, and it's kind of weird because like I played like Bash last week. Like I don't really know.
You played Dash, who's phenomenal. Shoot's pretty decent as well, at least from what I've seen.
This is definitely the matchup where I was the most confused as to what to do. Like especially with the team. I was like, damn, like Trick Room maybe.
Yeah,
like I think my fashion, like you know my fashion.
He was curious why you brought Trick Room on Zong.
So I brought Trick Room to basically get the Mawile going, because I don't think I really wanted to have any other mons there. Like I didn't like Glow King because you have Chomp, you have like some good physical attackers, you got Spectre in the back. It's like, it's decent for the Sylveon, but I mean, you showed it. Like you can baton pass, you can kind of snake your way out of those situations. And I don't have teleport, so I can't really do the same.
I'll send you my team real quick, because I guarantee you there's no fucking way I can pull this off a second time. So I'll send you my team. I'm not worried about showing you that. You'll see it anyway. Pew.
And if you guys subscribe to my channel, you will see mine.
Exactly.
But I will also paste it so that you can just get a quick look.
I will open this up real quick, and I'll just quickly go through it, and then we'll start the Week 2 Arceus watch through.
Oh my god. Wait, can I stay for that? Do I stay or not? I can also go get dinner. Your choice. I don't mind.
You do whatever you want, Marcus. You know what? What the heck? What the heck, Marcus? So Sash Keldeo, that's why you fucking stated on Sylveon.
I starve.
Oh my god. Fucking hate that. I was wondering why you stayed in that Sylveon, but that had to have been why. And I don't know why
it was weird.
It like kind of crossed the back of my mind, and I was like, no, there's no way he brought Sash Keldeo. But oh my god, I hate that I didn't just try and take advantage of that when I thought that. Fuck.
Yeah, so basically I went, so the EVs in the nature, or the IVs in the nature are weird. Because originally when I was kind of building that Keldeo, I went just like standard like 252 speed creep for the Zoroark and then 252. But I ended up going a negative Spadef nature and 0 Spadef EVs so that I could take a Hyper Voice, go all the way down to my Sash instead of I think like 11%, and then get the Endeavor off and then kind of start generating momentum.
Time to go for Adamant Keldeo next time. Adamant Sylveon next time.
Yeah, with the quick attack.
So we got the Veltal. Really shocked no Oblivion Wing. I thought Oblivion Wing was so nice against my team.
I had Oblivion Wing over Roost. So basically the original set was Knock.
I was saying, I really thought Oblivion was going to come, and I thought you were to ditch Roost, even on a defensive set. I just thought it was too good here.
No, that's very fair. I was thinking like last minute, I was just like, when am I going to pull off an Oblivion Wing? And then it turned out that I could have pulled it off then. But I think even then, like, I wouldn't have done enough to the Moltres. Serp wouldn't have been able to get +2.
It would have helped with diff, but I don't think you could have won the game off of it.
Unless I glared and then just, like...
You would have had to bank on Parahacks a lot of Parahacks.
It would have been a very lucky guy.
It would have been very funny if it happened. Miracle Seed Serp makes sense, at least for considering your set. I expected leftovers personally, but I mean, with your set, it makes sense.
That's fair.
Helmet
yeah,
Zong,
I originally had sub.
Helmet Zong also makes sense, especially for like the Mega Lucario is like a soft check to it. You didn't really have good counterplay anyway.
Yeah, I never brought it in. I never had the position. Even in the mock that I did about 10 minutes ago, I never had the positioning to go in and get the chip off.
Until the game, I never had the positioning to ever bring in Mega Lucario, like to get kills. So I was very, very nervous about it, but I'm glad it pulled through. I like a Memo. I was thinking you were gonna bring Scarf, but I like Lifelord for sure.
I had Scarf on one of the teams, so definitely
to switch it on.
It is. Yeah, no, it's so good. But I was thinking, like, it's such, like, an awkward speed tier. And then you also got, like, Bullet Punch plus Spec Tier, which it doesn't, can't get the kill off. So a lot of things I feel like have to happen. But at the same time, it goes in on the defensive stuff. So
Man, you had 12 EVs on your Zong. Thank you, Birdo, for pointing it out. Now I can laugh about that to Marcus later.
I had what on the Zong?
You had 12 EVs left over? Just missing.
No! I think that was supposed to go in Spadef, but ultimately...
No, you had max Spadef. You just had nothing in attack and defense.
Oh, it's supposed to go in attack. Okay. I don't think it moved the needle, but thank you for telling me that.
So yeah, that makes sense. So really quick, what I'm gonna do, let's see. So what game do we want to start with for week 2? So the games we'll be going over this week for week 2 are Lamaza versus Lux, Blood versus Shoot. We're gonna skip your game if you're gonna stay and call. If you're not gonna stay and call, we'll go over it because I feel really weird about commentating a game with you that you played.
I also uploaded a video for it.
Yeah,
check it out.
You're uploading anyway, so like you've actually been sticking with it. So I'm just gonna ignore that. We have Endless versus M Dragon, Brown versus I Stan, and we have Nunez versus Amel. So which of those 5 do you want to start with?
Oh Jesus, should we get like Nunez versus Amel out of the way?
Yeah, let's just start with that one. That's a good call. Okay.
What's the delay on this stream? Because I can watch stream.
I'll share screen real quick.
Sounds good.
Give me uno momento to put it in frame. Okay, perfect. So I'll share screen with you, because it's like a 10-15 second delay.
No worries.
At least it should be. Maybe it's a bit more, but regardless.
Oh. This is gonna weed out everybody. I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna be skipping this.
Yes. So clearly, as you can see, this was actually the record setter, I believe, for longest game in BBL history. Oh, Marcus, at the Arceus roll, tell them we're starting. Watch.
Oh, for sure.
Thank you. So this, I believe, set a record for the longest BBL game, if I remember correctly. If not, then it was Ben's game. Marcus, as well, if you want to keep track of bingo, if you want to send me the link, I'll share screen it. But if you want to mark it off, that'll be your job. That'll be your bingo job. Oh, perfect.
Yeah,
Amel sent me the team. Okay, so perfect. So we can actually go over Amel's team. Perfect timing, Amel. Thank you. I did not get any team from Nunez. I like how you marked. Right. Oh, never mind. I thought it said week 5. It said V5. That was it. Okay.
V5. Yeah, V5. ...
So let's see. So in terms of
I got the bingo. Do you want me to post it? Should I keep it?
Send me the link. I'm gonna add to my share screen. Because I can do that on a separate monitor. Okay. So really quick.
And then you just hit that play online.
Board. Let's see. So bingo board. And is it popping up? I need to. There we go. Okay. God damn it! My crop didn't work. Okay. Let me just crop really quick. Yeah, I don't know what you did, Marcus, but this isn't. Oh, this isn't. Okay, I see what it is. Okay. Can you send me the actual like the one to do?
Oh yeah, okay.
That's what I need.
Right here. Yeah, it's like there's like 3 things that say like, oh, click online, do it.
Okay.
So it's a little confusing.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send you this version real quick. You can mark it off simultaneously. Yeah, I'm gonna do this one in hyperfast. Trust. This isn't a game that I'm gonna take and just let run because it will take a while. Let's see. So
I'm not sure if the link. Could you send me a screenshot? I don't know if this one.
That one is the one. That's
there we go. Yeah, we do have it. Perfect.
Yeah. Okay. So we have for the team, we have Audino with Wish Heal Belt Encore and Knockoff. It seems like it's Fizz Def. If I had to guess, looking at the replay itself, it looks like it's mostly like a soft trick to Ho-Oh, maybe Goon. In general, though, it's just Fizz Def Audino. We have no item acro Rillaboom, which is nice. I like the no item acro for if I had to guess. Can you pull up the matchup real quick and just see what that would have? Oh, you know what?
Sure.
Because I'm not sure what the acro would have been specifically for.
This is Amel's team versus Nunez?
This is Amel versus Nunez, yes.
Okay, so acro is probably for the Mega Heracross.
Oh, right, there was a Mega Heracross. Okay, so that was very smart. I figured it was for something. Amel wouldn't have just thrown that on just to throw it on. Kind of curious why no Grassy Seed, I guess, because that was a free defense boost on top of that. But to each their own. I'm certain he probably just forgot about it or something. Maybe there's some sort of I don't know. I can't think of what it would have been, but I feel like it's
You
just
do not question Amel's
I'm not gonna
raids.
question Amel. Amel's a very phenomenal builder. Last time I questioned Amel, it probably will not end well. We have Spirit Break, Bulk Up, Taunt, and Darkest Lair on Grimmstyle. Makes sense. Sludge Bomb, Earth Power, Recover, Calm Mind. On this, I'm guessing Earth Power should peck. Sludge Bomb was pretty spammable against most of the other team, besides like Registeel, which again, Earth Power. So this looks like a solid win con, to be honest, for Amel. We have Dragon Claw, Toxic, Roost, Defog on Ments. And we have Stealth Rock, Earth Power, Rock Slide, and Toxic Sheer Force Steelix.
Check this out.
Oh, okay. I see. So that was actually smart. Because, yeah, I guess showing Grassy Seed would not have... it would have probably given away at Zacho. So that's definitely fair. I didn't really think too much about the info game. But you know what? War of Information is still very important. So you gotta pass there for sure. As I said, I'm not gonna question Amel. Amel is far more intelligent with building than I am.
Amel is like 8 steps ahead of me. We're in the same division. We actually play each other too, so that's gonna be like a.
Yeah, I think I played Amel week like 7 or 8 if I remember. Maybe I don't. I'm pretty sure I do. So yeah. In terms of the matchup, we're gonna be playing this one on Hyperfast. Because this is just going to be a long game. We'll pause. Actually, we'll start it off on fast for now. When it gets to the long part of the game, we're gonna switch to Hyperfast though, because it does. To be fair, there is stuff that happens early on. But if it gets steady slow point, we will just start skipping. But we're gonna keep this on fast. As you can see, Registeel leads off against Rillaboom, gets knocked off. As Rillaboom gets Thunderwaved. So as you can see, this already is going to be a game.
Where's the Yellow Magic?
Yeah, mark off Yellow Magic. I think it's on this one. Is it on this one?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, bottom row. Yeah, so I thought I played you, Amel. So we see Rocks Exchange. It's perfectly fine. We see the Grimburn. Ooh, Grimburn's gonna suck for sure. Because that that Grim is actually really offensively speaking pretty good here. It actually hits pretty much everything really well. Arguably the best check would be like a special Ho-Oh, if I had to guess. But otherwise, Nunes doesn't really actually like breaking Grimmsnarl, just offensively speaking. So that's actually really unfortunate it had to get burned. But it should still, to be fair, put in work with the set it has. Taunt on Reggie is pretty nice because now, I mean, I guess to be fair, Reggie probably couldn't have done much. It does, I guess, help with making sure that Arceus can't get Thunderwaved, which I guess did help with that switch in there. We see the recover off on the Peck's turn. It's actually going a bit fast, so for now I'm going to turn it down a bit. So
yeah, this is starting to get chunked, and then with the Calm Mind, that's like some major pressure.
Which also, I mean, gets health half. Is basically just going to force recovers and Calm Minds every turn. Especially seeing that Pex is not Black Sludge, it's going to be very unfortunate actually for this 1v1. Because Pex could get worn down, actually, technically speaking. It could lose the exchange, so it's going to be forced out to double eventually. Which, as you can see here, double into Giratina Origin, which is the only Pokemon that really walls the set. So, good switch in for sure by Nunes there. We see the double into Ho-Oh, which, again, Ho-Oh was arguably like the only Pokemon besides Goon before a couple bulk ups that really like handles the set. But I'm sure that this set could probably at least take a hit at +1 from Goon. Maybe it needs +2, but I would assume it can at +1 and go for
probably. Yeah.
It'll definitely be +2 now because of the burn that'll actually like kill it. Because Goon has a lot of Fizz Def and it's only 2 times hit. But
something else to note.
Oh yeah.
If the Obstagoon, because we don't have Nunes' set, right? If that Obstagoon is Defiant, that a potential Spirit Break from the Grimmsnarl that is burned can just get that thing going so fast.
That could actually. You have a good point there. I'll say since we don't technically know if it is Guts or not. I'll be honest, I forget if it is, to be completely honest. But
same.
Yeah, this is like the only game I watched. Well, one of the 2 games I watched ahead, and it was a very long one, which is why we were prepared. So we see Goon come in now, which Audino's gonna get off a Heal Bell. As you can see, it's gonna definitely go after the Thunder Wave spam that Nunes has been providing, and there's the Guts.
Okay, it's Guts. Okay, the reason why.
That's
actually super solid.
Mitigate the burn. That's going to be really helpful for this Goon just trying to live hits, especially against such a fat team that Amel had. So I do like that a lot, actually. That was a very smart bring by Nunes. And not only
that's exactly.
But burning auto is huge. And even just removing the leftovers, even though it can't heal bell, is still really good for it.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what I was thinking. Defiant over Guts, because you don't want to get whittled down by burn. But Nunes had a way to like mitigate that super easily.
Yeah, and it really pulled off. So I actually like that tech a lot. I know it's probably not like super innovative or anything. I'm certain that other people have done it countless times, but I do like it nonetheless. Parting Shot goes off on the Steelix into the Pex. And then, I mean, it kind of has to double here into Giratina. Like, it just can't stay in on Steelix. There's no chance. or it goes to recover. I'm kind of shocked that it was able to take, that it would have been able to take that. I'm really shocked. Thought it would have done more.
Oh.
Burn on the Arceus. Ooh, that's unfortunate.
That's going to put that thing on the timer.
Yeah. So as we see here, though, again, the Pex exchange, that is a losing exchange still. So, yeah, we're going to see a bit of predicting from Nunes' end. We know that the RC set, dot for dot, it's Sludge Bomb, Earth Power, Recover, Calm Mind at this point. It's been perfectly revealed. So Nunes probably just has to double and then just try and break this thing. The crit Brave Bird, ooh, that actually is pretty unfortunate. Because that RC's going down, that is horrible for Amel. Oh my god.
That was the biggest thing that was pressuring the Pex.
Yeah, that not only
and I guess the Registeel too.
Yeah, but the Registeel too. It pressured both of them so easily. It still did a fair bit to Goon, to be fair. Because if it got a Calm Mind up on a Goon switch, that Earth Power was going to do a sizable chunk for sure. I don't know if it would have killed, but it would have probably brought it down at least to the red, maybe low yellow. So it's definitely unfortunate for Amel for sure. That could have been a really, really big threat here. To be fair, I guess in a very, very long game, I don't know how well it would have lasted, because Nunes' team is just built to switch a lot easier, and Amel at the very least will continually take rocks, but it could have still definitely put in a lot of work, so it's very unfortunate.
Right. Lord, we are a fraction of the way through this too.
We're a fraction of the way through. We see the Sheer Force Steelix going for that nice 7% rock slide. Would have done about 5% otherwise. So very nice there. Earth Power is actually doing a fair bit though, to be fair. Registeel would have probably chewed that either way from Earthquake or Earth Power. So I like that. Giratina though sadly walls the fuck out of this set. I'm pretty sure it had Toxic if I remember. Real quick. Yeah, it had Toxic. Okay. So it had at least a way to damage this, but obviously it couldn't risk the burn because it needs the Rock Slide for Ho-Oh. Does that make sense? Though I guess it could have heal build. Oh, you don't have a Mega. Okay. That is right. You can mark off the no Mega. Neither side actually brought a Mega.
True.
It's kind of funny, actually. I'm not going to lie. This would have been a free space we pulled out on Wi-Fi last night. So as you can see, Amel's going for the bulk up spam, which makes sense. It's kind of his only play at this point, just to try and whittle down the Pex with Lariat. So I definitely do like the fact that he's taking advantage of this Pex right now for the setup. Hopefully he doesn't get burnt here, because that would suck. And he's not. Okay, this actually is going to force the Pex out, which is great. So Amel at least will be making progress at this point, killing the Registeel, which is pretty helpful. Gives Ments and Rillaboom opportunity here, or at least more opportunity. So we're going to see some more bulk ups go off. That basically 50% Will-O-Wisp right there. Steel does not burn. Kind of shocked. There it is. Okay, so I guess I jinxed it. My bad.
Yep.
Larry just jack shit. Holy fuck. Ho is really broken. Such a dumb Pokemon. I don't know why people doubt this thing. This is so fast.
It is so good with anybody but me.
It's kind of funny. But yeah, so we see Audino though. Gonna have to go for Protect or Regen. Regen works too for sure. Especially into Ments, because Ments can easily just take any hit this wants to go for with Intimidate. It gets a free Toxic this turn too. I guess to be fair, Pex is still really free, but it does nonetheless get the Toxic off.
I think people kind of sleep on the Salamence's function as a mon to pivot and just kind of sit there rather than just try and hit stuff hard, get DDs up.
Yes,
I think that's definitely the best way to use it, or at least to switch between those.
Yeah, so Amel mentioned to go faster from this point on, so I'm going to turn it to fast. I'm not going to turn it to hyper fast just yet, because I do remember around the 70 mark is when actually, I'll turn it to hyper fast until progress is made. Because as you can see, this is a very long game, to say the least. And this should have been obvious from the matchup, from how both players are playing, which I mean, no disrespect to either player. This is how both teams are just built to play. It's going for their win cons. Why wouldn't they? But, I mean, at the same time, though, we would spend as long doing this one game as we did the entire Arceus stream last week, so I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to subject everyone to that. I do still want to obviously commentate over the game and show the outcome, but clearly we're at a 5v5. It's going to go on for a while at this point. Nunes doesn't have a Cleric, so it will most likely be easier for Amel barring hacks, but obviously, as you can see, Rillaboom does take out the Goon there. Goon being broken, again, just another breaker for Nunes gone, which is very, very bad for Nunes, because that's something really easily to break things like the Audino. It hurts breaking the Grimmsnarl a lot, so definitely unfortunate there for sure.
I remember, didn't Nunes say GG at this point?
He said GG, I think around turn 80, I want to say. There was something else that died before he said GG, for sure. I remember another Pokemon did die. But it's pretty downhill for sure at this point for Nunes.
It
Obviously,
really is.
not to spoil the result, but Nunes did mention early GG, like it ended up being halfway through the match, which was really funny, because there was still so much of the game to go. We thought it was almost over when he said it. So as you can see there, though, it's just a lot of cleric spam, which is fine. I mean, as I said, it's a very valid strategy. You don't see it a lot in League because it's typically hard to pull off, but they both definitely are utilizing it pretty well. No removal. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, Nunes hasn't clicked removal yet, has he? Yeah, he still hasn't removed the hazards, and he's had opportunity to. We'll have to see what happens here. That'll be something at least keep in mind to mark off.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
I remember.
Never mind. I clicked defog. Click defog. Okay.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I just remember waking up. I think this was on like a Saturday at like 9 a.m. I was like, "Oh, live battles, like sick." I have a computer right next to where I sleep.
That's exactly.
I clicked in. I was like, "Oh, cool. All right." Got some matches going. It's like what, turn 30? It seemed pretty heated. I go back to bed.
I edited. It was really funny. It was so funny. But yeah. So as you can see,
you probably finished editing before.
I did finish editing before. Actually, I finished my team builder slides, all of them.
I finished sleeping for like an extra hour before this ended.
I woke up like 3 times in the middle of this match, and the game was not even close to decided.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the specific turn for the GG. I think I might have. I definitely didn't pass it, but it hasn't come up yet. I guess it was later than I thought. Regardless, though, we see Encore from the Audino. I actually liked it a lot, to be honest. I think that was really good. Oh, we covered that already. Never mind. Regardless, though, it was pretty good. Ho-Oh is definitely getting worn down pretty quickly, for sure. It's definitely looking not great for Nunes. I definitely think he is a bit more downhill right now. But he does still have dual regen. He has Lottie, which actually still does an okay job here, to be fair. Once the Grim is gone, Lottie could definitely put in a lot of work. So it's not over. And we see the rest from Giratina. Ooh, okay. So there is still definitely hope for sure. Because that Giratina could actually definitely muscle past this team for sure. Especially if that Audino goes down, which is like the only real recovery for the draft. So
especially if the Grim Snarl goes down. That's like the biggest thing that's actually pressuring the team.
I would personally argue that Audino, well, I think Grim is pressuring it more. I think that Audino is the only reason it's able to, though. Grim would have been done long ago if it wasn't for Audino. Which I think is the biggest thing there. So we see, okay, so, yeah, it's just continuing. It's just, as I said, it was a pretty repetitive exchange. Emil, thank you for mentioning it, that this was the point where it got longer. Or at least 100 turns ago, I should say, was the point. Lottie does go down here. This was around where, yeah, okay, so the Ho-Oh also dies. This was, yeah, right here. Turn 144 was where he said it. But then, as you can see, it's going on for a bit longer. Because obviously Nunes isn't going to just forfeit the game. He does still have outs, to be fair. And he's not going to just, like, throw the game either. Because, again, he does still have outs here. And it is still definitely a competitive battle. So you're going to go for what you can.
That is a dirty...
That was a big
hex.
To be fair, I mean, at the same time, it does kind of need to worship the Grim anyway. Because otherwise, if it got burned again, it was still just going to die. But it does definitely hurt a lot. It does kind of force just more clericing, I guess, was the biggest thing. Giratina also can't really touch the Audino because it's mono hex, and so it's gonna need to rely on Pex to break that thing, which is very unfortunate to say the least. It's extremely unfortunate. That Audino needs to get PP for Nunes to win. He could still do it, but that's kind of.
Oh my god, we actually might get PP stall leads to struggle. Like we actually might have 3 out of 5 for a bingo with one match. Like this match had so much stuff.
Wait, hold on. What was the other one? Oh, Hacks
Crit mattered and no mega.
You gotta mark Hacks the win con. That obviously was an easy win.
Oh, Hacks the win con, that too! Oh my god.
Oh, the immense freeze! Oh my god. I mean, actually, I guess it doesn't matter because Cleric, I don't know why I was so hyped about that. I was way too fucking hyped about that. That was really funny though.
It is a crucial moment. So it's just kind of insult to injury.
Are you updating the board, by the way?
I am, yeah. It looks like we have 5.
Oh, okay, because it's not updating on my end. Maybe I had it... Yeah, okay, so I must have had it minimized. Okay, so we have 5, yeah. So, as we can see, though, Emil's actually getting stalled at this point by... Emil's actually getting PP stalled, which is kind of funny, because I didn't think it was possible, but... I mean, it's unfortunate for Emil, for sure. I'm not gonna lie. It's not like it's a very, satisfying, I guess, game to watch. But it's still funny that it happened, because I genuinely thought, like, 40, 50 turns ago, that it looked like Emil easily had this PP stalling-wise.
Yep.
So I think it was just very, very good positioning by Nunes for sure to kind of dig himself out of that. Which, I mean, that's good for Nunes, of course. He definitely did really well in doing so. So as we see the Giratina and Pex exchange, goes off. And as we can see, this is basically just Nunez having free advantage by having rest, because that's going to allow him so much more turns, because he gets 2 turns every time he goes for rest with no PP. Which
that plus Haze is so good.
Yeah, especially Haze.
Like, you get 48 from Haze, you get 48, I think.
Yeah, I think he's just objectively speaking more PP. And he also has a lot easier time switching around than Amel does, because Steelix has no recovery unless he gets a wish past, which I believe... Oh, no, there's 1 wish left. Ooh, that's unfortunate. That's gonna definitely suck for Audino for sure, because I can't really ever get into Steelix to wish that up. Yep, we see the Steelix go down, and we're gonna see the PP stall.
Here we go.
Okay, so yeah, it was.
And we also got an FF. We got an FF too.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I
my god,
at that point,
I would have forfeited too. If I were an Able squad, I think I would have forfeited about.
Was there annoying spec
50 turns ago?
I guess if you count like complaining about how long the game was, there was a couple people, but like there wasn't really like an annoying spec this game though. There's a lot of people complaining about the length though. Well, not a lot. There was a couple people that were. Yeah, so we have forfeit.
They were speaking the truth.
Yeah, they were.
They hated them because they spoke the truth.
Yeah, so we have forfeit.
I'm just gonna say this.
Why did we clearly?
If you don't like that, we actually did. Yeah, like for as much of a grind as this game was, like for bingo, this is like quality.
This is a solid one for sure. So shout outs at least for filling up the bingo board. I will say, I do appreciate that. I say we still mark off PP leads to struggle, because realistically, if the game finished out, the Audino would have been forced to struggle. There was objectively speaking no way it wouldn't have. I'm counting it, because we're not getting it any other way. Call it cheating if you want. If it finished out, it's objectively speaking what would have happened here. There was no way it could have done enough. Oh yeah, you know what? I guess you could put Salt. I guess I'm in Fable saying it. I think that's fair. It was his end, obviously, and all the hacks happened on. So you can mark that.
That is fair.
Oh, Toxic
Amel,
Salt.
You are a
I didn't even notice Toxic Salt.
Where's Toxic Salt?
But it's right below Salt and right next to Savali Moment.
Oh my god!
Why did we clear so much of the board? What the fuck?
Easy dub.
Easy dub. Man, we're gonna get a bingo by like game 2 out of 5. What the fuck?
Amel, your sacrifice was not in vain.
Shoutouts to Amel at least for
you will have your
bingo board.
Don't worry.
Yes,
you can
Amel.
I might cheat in a couple weeks.
Amel, you have at least been immortalized as the bingo king for sure. Shoutouts to Amel for that at least.
Yep.
Let's go in reverse order, because that was the last game of week 2. So let's go with Brown.
Yeah, let's leave this.
Oops, I opened that on the wrong monitor. I'm gonna close this tab out real quick. I'm gonna pull up the right tab, and then we're gonna open up week 2 Brown versus iStan. Now, I have Brown's team at least. I do not have iStan's, but I have Brown's team. Because I helped Brown prep for the week. So let me pull that up really quick like. Let me see. So Brown. And we're gonna scroll up a wee bit and yep, here we go. Okay, perfect. So we're gonna really quickly go over Brown's team. So we see
Brown is such an interesting team.
Yeah, exactly, Emil. You took one for the team. So we have Roost Bullet Punch knockoff U-turn on Mega Sizz. We have Earthquake, Dragon Ascent, Draco, E-Speed on the Ray. I know that Brown mentioned he wanted a... Oh, oops. I should pull up the actual... team. There we go. Okay. So as I said, we have Roost Bullet Punch knockoff U-turn on Mega Sizz. It's more Spadef for Xerneas, obviously. Ident Bullet Punch, I believe it was for Xerneas rolls, if I remember correctly. I think that's what Brown mentioned. It was either Xerneas or Rachi for sure. We have Life Up Ray with Earthquake, Dragon Ascent, Draco, E-Speed. I know that Brown mentioned he wanted Draco just for the strongest dragon option possible. It was also for stuff like, really just a lot of the team. It's great for things like Tang, for example, Rotom especially. There was just a lot of mons he wanted Draco for. It was very, very good against Sam's team. We have Eject Pack, Naga with Flamethrower, U-turn, Draco, and Sludge Wave. He wanted an Eject Pack mostly just to get out after clicking a Draco, then to try and bring in like Ray, Sizz, Darm, etc.
Yeah, I like the Eject Pack.
Yeah, I like the Eject Pack too, to be honest. I thought it was solid. You see with Stealth Rock, U-turn, Heal Bell, Psychic, just the Cleric to make sure that Sizz didn't get burned, Ray didn't get Thunder Waved, etc., etc. We have Scarf Darm, which was really free against Sam's team. Scarf Lando is really like the only really good Scarfer around this thing, besides, I guess, Zern with Rock Slide. But I don't know why you bring Scarf Zern against the Mega Sizz team. And finally we have Regigigas. I believe the Brown said this was like his best middle ground for Lando and something else. Let me pull it up.
That's
real quick.
probably fair.
Yeah,
I mean,
he said he was from
it definitely
Lando.
has the stats to eat, and then you also have Avalanche. So
Yeah, so that was the biggest thing. It was a Lando check for him. I forgot why he had Chopple. I think it was for superpower or something. But anyway,
something to watch out for with that set though is the ability for stuff to set up while it's asleep, because it gets knockoff, and then that's kind of it. But I think it is a solid mid ground. Definitely looking at Bash's team, it's like
it was his biggest mid ground. In terms of Sam's team, we have with Xerneas, Lando I, Rachi, Terrakion, Rotom Wash, and Alolan Muck. Alolan Muck, if it had like an AV here, could actually be a really, really good Naga check, because I know it does get Ice Punch, so that would be really nice to way around it. Rachi could be a nice check as well. My guess is that's a Scarf Rachi, if I had to guess. I can't really see it being anything that's not Scarfed here, in my opinion, but maybe it's not. Xerneas is probably, if I had to guess, it's probably defensive for Ray, but like it's like fast defensive, so it can creep Ray, so it doesn't have to, so it can like force an E-Speed, for example, or if, assuming it's not set up, that is. Terrakion, if I had to guess, is just like Life Orb, or maybe Bandit too, because Brown really didn't have good switches to that. Like even UC took a fuck ton from Bandit Stone Edge. Lando's just Lando, Rotom Wash is just Rotom Wash. My guess is Rotom Wash is the Darm check, Lando is just offensive with rocks. Because I don't think that Rachi is going to be the rocker, as I think it's a Scarfer here. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, Rachi isn't probably the best Scarfer. Honestly, it doesn't seem like Sam has the greatest, like the hardest rockers. Like Jirachi's definitely the best, but
yeah. I just don't think it can
in terms of hazards
here, because it's kind of forced out hard after it does.
It does, yeah, and it's like
Rocks lead against this team. Not super well, but it's better than Rachi in my opinion by a slight margin.
Yeah, I think basically getting rocks for the Darm and the Rayquaza kind of warrants getting rocks, even if these rockers aren't that good. Like you'd rather have them in more of an offensive position, but at the same time, Jirachi kind of goes in to some degree with T-Wave, Body Slam, Ice coverage.
If the Scizor goes down, Rachi actually could put in a lot of work with, as like a Scarf set, or even just going for Paraflinch. So with that in mind, luckily we will not need to hyper fast this game. I promise you, these two teams, there's no chance of going hyper fast. I'd be shocked if it passes turn 50. Let's see if Uber can die by turn 5 though. Any chance at Uber dying by turn 5? We see Darm U-turn. It's close. We get the Thunder Wave off of Rotom. My guess is that Rotom just wanted to Thunder Wave literally anything. So, I mean, that's fine for Rotom, just banking on Parahacks for Rachi later. And then Alolan Muck gets a free knockoff turn, actually. That was super free. He really lost nothing doing it. Another Para. Ooh. Oh, God.
That is sad.
I like how Marcus, you said he's officially no longer whatever. That's so sad. Fuck you, Marcus. Then Terrakion just gonna claim a kill every time though. That's very fucked. That's so sad.
It really does. Oh, that does so much.
I mean, luckily Sizz at least could roost on that, to be fair. But like, shit, that did too much. He probably just wanted to bullet punch it, if I had to guess. Because again, he did not have a switch into Terrakion anymore. I don't know why he stayed in though, to be fair. But like, again, he didn't really have great switches to Muck either. Because he could have fire punched Sizz, and that would have been bad. Luckily this didn't Chopple waste, so it could have probably lowered that, but I don't think he wanted to reveal it just yet. U-turn, nice, but I think if anything sucks because he had to pop the Eye Pop Berry early.
Yeah.
At least Ray gets in, and at least it didn't get burned. I was thinking he was gonna get burned. We get the V create off, so we see
that did so much.
But I will say as well, I think Akagana had to be the set because it helped with Naga, it helped with Darm, it helped with Ray. Whereas Earthquake really only helped with Ray, to be fair, at least on these 6. And then even if we pull up the matchup as well from there, I believe there was only like one other Pokemon that had viable ground moves, being like Crook. Which still, with Crook, it had to gamble for a dark move. So I will say, I think the Akaberry was the very obvious berry there for sure. So yeah, I think the Akaberry made sense. That was, I think, the one reason I mentioned possibly going. Oh, you know what? Yeah, he changed V Create. Because I remember we talked about changing V Create to Pop Aka. Was the big thing there. So we see Fire Punch go off. Rachi's at least dead, which I will say, Rachi being dead helps a lot, because especially if the T-Waves get off from Rotom, can't like get flinched out or anything by Rachi, so that's definitely pretty helpful for Brown at least. Playing a bit behind for sure at this point already, but it definitely helps.
Oh, easily.
Yeah, we see
and he's so limited on switches. If that just did so much.
Yeah, luckily at least Naga was able to get off a free button, but at the same time though, we see Naga now basically just fought at her rocks, unless the rocks get defogged. But at least Ray was able to get a kill. That Dragon set was super free, because even if Rotom came in, between that and Draco, it was going to get mauled. So I think that was solid. And at least Naga was a sack for Lando, to be fair. So I like that, because Reggie's never going to come in Avalanche.
Something dies to hazards.
Oh, something dies to hazards, hell yeah. So hopefully let's get Ice Punch off. Oh, that wasn't Sheer Force Lando. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Oh, that's so bad. Because that would have probably 2 KO'd with just Earth Power.
It probably would have.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, honestly, Zern might just win the game. Yeah, Zern might
What ended up happening? It's basically like the Dark doesn't have enough like switches to get the kills that it needs to. Because I don't think anything here is Scarf.
Yeah. The wall does not wall, by the way. It says died to
The
Zern.
wall, yes. The wall does not wall.
Yeah, but funnily enough, the breaker didn't break because the Lando couldn't break the Reggie when it could have there, which is kind of funny. Like the inverse also happened in this game.
Yeah.
Brown's definitely clawing back though, I will say. Like Brown got put really behind really early on, but he definitely like came back at least a fair bit.
Oh, it was Scarf. Okay.
I kind of thought this would be like a 5-0 loss the second I saw
that.
the Yuxi die, but Brown definitely came back pretty well. So I will say, good job to Brown at least for that. I would have probably been too tilted to come back more than a 4 or 5-0, so I give a lot of respect there.
I'd agree with that.
So yeah, that's definitely wall does not wall for sure. If Salt wasn't the last game, it's definitely this game. But again, I don't blame Brown for that either.
Was there removal? There was no removal, was there?
Yeah, I don't think Brown brought removal on his team, let alone used it. Or like Sizz definitely didn't have it. I know we talked about possibly doing it, but we couldn't fit it. So yeah, so there's definitely no removal there.
Fair.
So we need to mark that off, and wall is not wall. Otherwise I think
pretty much
that's
solid.
Let's see. Unless no hazards is both sides, right? Is it both sides or just one side? Because Brown didn't set hazards.
Ooh, I'm gonna say both sides.
Okay. So then Mon dies to hazards and no removal were the ones, and then wall does not wall. So that's 3 done. Okay. So with that said, we're getting decent progress on our bingo boards at least. And we're only 2 games in, so I'll definitely take that. So next up, we have Endless versus M Dragon. Oh, god damn it, I did it again. God damn it. Okay. We're gonna open it on the right tab this time. We're gonna click, and then Endless versus M Dragon. Bam. Okay, so I have Endless's team.
There we go. This is a very interesting game too. Kind of was a bit, how should I put it? It was weird, because my match versus Bash and M-Dragon's match kind of had some similar stuff go on as we were playing it at, like, the same time. Which is kind of weird. Bit of a coincidence.
Yeah, it's kind of a coincidence. Maybe you should have put a bit of a coincidence on your bingo board.
I should have.
Anyway, we have Weakness Policy Mag with Shift Gear, Calm Mind, Shadow Ball, Flare Cannon. I'm going to check and see Endless's notes. He really just left notes on Dusclops. He said that Mag takes the most super effective hits from the team besides V-Create, and boosting items, and speed is for Scarf Victini at +2. He said otherwise everything was pretty straightforward, besides mentioning a Dusclops could take 2 Psychics from Mewtwo, or any +2 hit from it. So I definitely like that at least. The rest, he said was pretty straightforward. Bulk Up, yeah, okay, so Bulk Up on this. Probably to set up on, like, I mean, you could probably set up on Drill if Sand isn't up. You could also probably set up on Gigalith at the very least. You could probably set up on Forcing a Switch as well, to be honest, instead of like a Thinny, and then just go for Zen Head, but +2 would probably 2 a KO. I'd be shocked if it didn't. So like I said,
probably.
Sneak for Mewtwo as well is pretty nice, because a +1 I'd be shocked if that didn't kill Mega Mewtwo. Why? We have Gunk, Shadow Sneak, Hydro Pump, Water Trick, and Ground. I like the mixed grind too. Kind of wish that he brought Liquidation, because I feel like that would have probably just hit Gigalith harder. But maybe I'm misthinking on something. I might very well just be misthinking. Sneak was great for Mewtwo though. Shuriken was great for Drill. Pump was just great in general, and then Gunk Shot was just great for Finny. So I guess to be fair, Liquidation was kind of skippable. With Boots Instant, makes sense with low kick for Gigalith. Flare Blitz in general was just nice. The fires just weren't bad, but they were definitely easily at least worn by Endless's team between like Mag, Gren, Mega Gallade, and Larry was just nice in general. We have Rindo Pert. Not sure what Rindo is for, but I might just be spacing on that, to be honest. I'm sure that there was something for it. Probably maybe like Soft Check to Mewtwo or something.
Victini also gets Energy Ball?
It was for Victini. You're right. It was definitely for Victini. It was 100% for Victini. Yeah, okay, so this makes sense as Victini check. And then, as I mentioned, this is take any 2 hits from Mewtwo or any +2 hit from it. So I like that a lot, because Poltergeist and Sneak definitely whittle it down, or even just Sneak in general could just be nice. Between all the Sneaks, Mewtwo should not be an issue. So we get into replays. So we can, you want to just already mark down weather being useful?
Yeah.
Like,
That hits us with 4 out of 5 for the top row, which is pretty sick.
we have almost...
Oh,
have
and then we
like
also got the
2
no status. Let's go.
No status?
That's the one that we're kind of looking for here. No status or TR?
Oh, no stat... Oh, you meant, like, no status used.
Yeah, I
Is
think
that,
so.
like, no status moves, or, like, no status, like...
I think nothing has a status throughout the match. It is possible, especially with
it's very
Mystic Drain.
possible, this game, because Endless didn't even bring status, so it would rely on M-Dragon then. So yeah. If I had to guess, I think that Endless would probably lead off with Gren here. And I think that M would probably lead off with Victini. I feel like Victini's just a really free lead, and luckily his fortune's at least... Actually,
It
no,
is.
I think you probably have to lead off with Finny.
What leads off? I think it's actually Swampert, Victini, and even with the Rindo, things are about to get interesting very fast.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say that.
Virgo, if I said liquidation, I meant waterfall. I could have sworn I said waterfall though, but if I didn't, I meant waterfall on Gren. Anyway, let's get started. So we see Victini lead and Swampert. Wow, you fucking cheated. I swear.
Something dies. Something
Oh
dies.
my god, that just
Yup.
fucking nailed. So that perk being gone is actually pretty bad. Because really the only now switch into Drill is the only switch into Mewtwo, being a Dusclops. So that's very unfortunate to say the least. We see Greninja come in, which Greninja coming in was pretty solid. That was definitely really good for Endless. However, sadly, it's going to have to switch out into Dusclops just because of how threatening this Pokemon is. Luckily, he got the call perfect, actually, because the Orchard there was great. Oh god, that's nasty plotted. That's not good.
Yeah, this one starts to go in.
That's not good. And then that
It does,
how did
like...
that, hold on. How did that chew the Lariat? Mega Mewtwo Y has, like, no Fizz Def.
It's like no attack max Spadef, right? So that'd be like... It's insane still. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, the Mewtwo's all eat.
Like, it still has, like,
Mewtwo doesn't have, like...
What the fuck?
What is, like, regular Mewtwo's stat? It's like 100, 100...
It's like
something
190
defense,
or something,
right?
I believe. Mega Mewtwo Y, I think, is like 170, I want to say.
106, 90, 90 for Reg, and then for the other Mewtwo,
It's like
106, 70.
Yeah,
That's
106, 70,
insane.
and then I think it's like 120 something?
It is 120.
120,
Very good.
damn. I'm killing it today. Well, we see Instant die, which is also, again, really... Well, actually, Instant dying, to be fair, it was kind of checking this, so I get that. Flash Strike goes off. At the very least, Mewtwo will be handled, so that is hopefully really good. Man, this is... You couldn't have killed it one turn earlier, Endless? Come on, now. We need our 5 Uber turn.
Oh my god. Come on, Endless.
Come on. One turn earlier.
At least stack the mag.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But yeah, no. Finny comes in to knock off Dusclops. Makes sense, because, I mean, the Violet being on this thing just makes it, objectively speaking, more of a pain. M-Dragon can't really kill it otherwise, so I like to knock off Finny, actually. It wasn't, like, again, some out-there bring, but it made sense. It's also great for knocking off, like, Shuka on Mag, which is, again, really nice.
It is, yeah.
Galuf actually gets a really free hit here. Like, I get there's, like, a Galliot and a Mag, but this still does hit just obnoxiously hard against the team. So, Galuf could actually be a threat.
I remember what happens here, I think.
We see Galliot going for Pick Up on the Finny. Nice. And then Zen Headbutt.
Does not kill.
Oh, that's unfortunate. That's
kind of back
unfortunate.
It's back on M-Dragon, because didn't he do that against Lamasa?
Yeah, that's how he won his game off Lamasa with Drill. Damn, that's unfortunate. At least the helmet popped off there in the Darkest Lair. Between the sand, the helmet, that should kill it next turn at least. So, still he's trading this. So, I mean, that definitely makes sense. I mean, I would have probably done that at this point too. Because Drill could...
I don't think we're getting status.
I don't think we're getting status, yeah, unless a Gigalith clicks status. I'd have to click it on, like, a Dusclops.
Unless this is, like, Scarf Sand Force. Oh.
I mean, we'll have to see what
Yeah, I
happens.
think he goes back.
Yeah, I'm saying he kind of has to go hard Gigalith here. So Pump goes off. That should still do a chunk. But yeah, like, Waterfall would have killed there. Waterfall would have absolutely killed there. Which is why, as I said, I think that Waterfall was personally what I would have done. But Pump is still fine. It's still really spammable against M's team. So yeah, we see no status. I mean, unless a Drill clicks status right here, there's no status.
I'm clicking no status.
Yeah,
no
it's
way.
not gonna it can't Toxic the Mag, and it's gonna obviously just go for the kill on the Gren. Okay, so no status is marked off. Solid. And then, yeah, that was a very close game. I'll be honest, I thought there was gonna be a massacre the second I saw Mewtwo kill Instant. But I forgot about Dusclops to be fair. So Dusclops was very solid prep, of course, from Mewtwo. For a 1-0 loss, it was a pretty close game. That could have definitely went either way, especially if Shuriken hit 5 times. So.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. No, I mean, it came down to some very choice stuff.
Did we see it first?
But honestly,
oh yeah, you know what? Choice man was first. This is Bandit Drill. I like the Bandit Drill. It was solid. And didn't really have. Endless only had like, I think it was.
Silvally flying and something else.
It was Silvally flying, Silvally grass, and then Rotomo. Because I'm pretty sure he made his free agents week 3, if I remember correctly. No, we had Vikavolt at this point. He definitely had Vikavolt by now. He would 100% have Vikavolt by now. Because I remember Vikavolt by now. Because this is the week that everyone dropped their teams. So he had switches, but I mean, to be fair, if it was Mold Breaker Drill, it wouldn't have mattered for that anyway. So.
Speaking of dropping, I think there's a certain mon that's got to go. I think I need to orchestrate another wheel track accident on a certain.
You're gonna finally do it. You're gonna finally listen to me.
Quite possibly. I'll have to see what I can flip it for. But you know what? We'll see. We'll see.
Very happy with you. Okay, so we have 2 games left. We have Blood versus Shoot next. I believe I have Blood's team. I'm almost certain I have Blood's team. Let me pull that up real quick. Let me see. Blood Crawler. Yep. Okay, so I do have a team. Solid. So
that's me! That's me right at the top. I'm
so
named after the Mienshao.
You're so fucking special. Do you want a trophy? Do you want a participation trophy? Okay, so it was Serena. Okay, so yeah, the bit of Jill made
I'll put it right next to my BBT championship.
Oh, wow.
Let's go!
Wow. That totally... Yeah, you mean off your, like, what? 1 win and 1 loss?
No, it's just because you gave me the role.
Oh, right, I gave you the roll. Fucking hell. Okay, so we have with AV Mienshao Regenerator with U-turn, knockoff, close combat, poison jab. Speed looks like it's creeping base 90, so that was probably for Dialga, because I know that Shoot had Dialga this week. I like the AV, to be honest, solid Darkrai check. So this honestly it's just a really good check to both Ubers, so really solid prep by Blood there. We have Spikes, Body Press, Leech, Gyro Ball on Ferrothorn. Again, I like the Leech set. To be fair, I will say that I'm assuming that Body Press was for Dialga Darkrai, and I know for a fact that Dialga gets Flamethrower. Not too sure what the Chople Berry is for, but I feel like I'm just missing something. I can't remember Shoot's team off the top of my head, so my guess is probably for Focus Blast Darkrai. That's what
probably for the M-Lop.
For the what?
For the Mega Lop.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, this was just Body Press though, huh? Okay, it's not like this. This was solid again. We have Scarf Cinderace. I actually like the Scarf Cinderace a lot here, because I do know for a fact this should be able to easily just U-turn on Darkrai. Pyro Ball's still going to do a lot, and same as Low Kick to Dialga. Low Kick probably 2 KOs Dialga even still. Pyro Ball's just really spammable against Shoot's team. I know he had like Sweet Convert, for example, but that's just for U-turn into things like the Ferrothorn and the Arc Electric. So we see Mega Arrow here with Earthquake, Dueling Beat, Dragon Dance, and Roost. Not too sure why DD, but I'm certain there was some logic there. My guess is just like to creep Darkrai if it was like a Scarf set. Or like any Scarf that's creeping a Cinderace. So I guess that makes sense, but I think I would have probably just went Hone Claws and then went with like Stone Edge and Earthquake. I feel like it was just really good against Shoot's team. But I guess that's not bad by any means. It's still solid. We have Helmet on this, with the G-Weezing. This is probably again check to Mega Lop, T-Spike's Strange Team, Pain Split, Sludge Bomb. T-Spikes are really nice as well for things like the Mew, for example, so I like that.
They are.
And then Arc Electric, this set kind of just tears. 3 attacks, he didn't even need to set up, so I like that he didn't just go for it. A lot of people just get trapped in the Calm Mind Arceus every week route, so I'm glad that he did not. Between both of our Arceus users, both of our Arceus Division Arceus users, they both have not really fallen into that Calm Mind trap. I know Amo brought SD week 1, and I know that Bloods bring 3 attacks week 2. So I'm really glad to see it, because a lot of people do fall into the Calm Mind recovered 2 moves that are, whether it's like Judgment Refresh, which you can't do that anymore to be fair, but that was a lot in Gen 7, or just Judgment 2 attacks, Judgment Defog, Will-O-Wisp, etc., whatever you want to throw on there. A lot of people fell into that Calm Mind route every week. So I'm glad to see that people aren't just falling into the trap, because it is a trap. It's 100% a trap, especially against people who know how to prep around Arceus.
It definitely is. I think with this team, especially the way that this team is offensively geared for Shoot, just going 3 attacks plus recovery is all you need too, because there's going to be a lot of frail stuff and not a lot of switch-ins. So basically just shoot your shot, hit stuff with super effective stuff.
So looking at this matchup, besides, if that Mienshao goes down, I could totally see Darkrai putting a lot of work here, because even with the G-Weezing, that's going to still do a fair bit of damage to G-Weezing, considering how low Split F it has, and the fact it's just a max of his def set. And not only that, but Darkrai should still be able to do a fair bit, I'm assuming with like a T-Ball or something to it. Dialga also, just offensively speaking, does a ton to this team. There's no real switch to it on this draft, because it can have like Flamethrower for Pharaoh, it can have Flash Cannon in general against this team, to be honest. Draco, between Flash Cannon, Draco, and Flamethrower, kind of just hits the whole team pretty well. So I think a Dialga Darkrai offensive matchup is huge, even with the AV Mienshao to help with that. I think Megalop's still gonna be the win con though. Maybe Mew, because I mean, there's no dark.
I would agree with that.
Maybe Shoot tries to do to Blood what you did to him week 1. That would be kind of
Quite possibly.
super ironic. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know if that's within Shoot's nature, but I think it looks really good here. I'm not gonna lie, especially without the Calm Mind Arceus.
Yeah, I was saying I know that I know at the very least that Burgo mentioned that Shoot's a very offensive player, so my guess is that might be a Spikes Mew, which Spikes Mew would be really good here as well to try and outstack, or it could just be defogged to avoid spike stacking. So either way, I mean, I do think that there's a good chance that Mew could definitely be a win con or just a suicide lead. Do you have suicide lead on this board? I know it was on the last one for last night. Oh, we don't have it. Damn, it's fucking lame. There's no way there's a no hazard game too.
No.
Okay, well, let's start. So we see Arc Electric lead. That was an objectively speaking very free lead. Because at least there are currently at this point in the game still switches to Darkrai. I like the double into Weezing there to avoid Hypnosis. I don't think a Hypnosis would have been my first prediction there, but I like that he was prepared for it. So I respect.
Look at me. Look at me. Look at that.
Oh my god. Man, you're getting really carried away that a Pokemon named Marcus did that. You're so
I'm schmoving.
I will say though, losing Gengar sucks for Shoot because there was no switching to it. The switching was Mienshao, which even then it still could get worn down or like crit through. That was very unfortunate. Now Earth Power is gonna maul Dialga, and Earth Power is gonna do nothing really back. Mark the bingo board for what? We see Earth Power go for the Darkrai. My guess is that Mienshao's just gonna come in hard. Yep, okay, so Mienshao's definitely gonna be able to pick us off. That hit the Hypnosis. I mean, I will say, to be fair, it is still Hypnosis. It's like 55% accurate. So, that could have been pretty helpful for sure.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes these things just happen. But, definitely could have actually helped Darkrai just... actually, no, Darkrai could have never won.
Is this DD? Is this DD?
Is
I think it is, yeah.
Ooh.
So,
DD.
the reason why I thought that was because last game, when he played me, like, the damage from the Earthquake that the Mew did against me, it looked like it was a DD set. Just based off of that. It was weird. But
we were probably mark off boost at this point. Shoot's already went for it twice, and it looks like the arrow might also be able to go for it at this point, to be honest.
Oh my god, wait, there's also going to be no hazards.
Oh no, yeah, no hazards. What the fuck? How is this a no hazard game? Can we talk about that? What the fuck?
You got Pharaoh, you already have T-Spikes, like, on Amon, and then
Bingo
no hazards on the Darkrai, I guess.
Oh, okay. Bingo board just lagged. Okay. Oh shit, we have a bingo now. Okay, nice.
This is our second bingo, mind you.
Yeah. Fucking dropped something. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so we see Suicune just doing Suicune things at this point, but it's sadly gonna lose the 1v1. It's kind of unfortunate, to be honest. Lop should just come in and win the game though. We definitely got the boost.
Oh, he preserves me. Let's go.
I mean, yeah, why wouldn't he? This is a free switch in and it always beat it. What are you talking about? You say that like it's such a surprise, Marcus. You say that like it's a huge fucking deal.
I didn't get sacrificed. I'll probably get like thrown into the fire, you know, one of these weeks. I'll get sacked off to like a Palkia or some shit.
But if I be week 3, I'll probably get thrown into a Mega Lucario.
Probably. I wouldn't doubt it.
But yeah. So it's a very GG though. I don't know. I don't think I would call that a wheelchair even still, to be honest. I feel like it just I don't know. I don't think I'd call it a wheelchair. I think the Blood just played really well. I don't think it's one of those like super dominating games though that I would definitively say is a wheelchair. If someone in the chat feels otherwise, I mean, if enough people do, we'll mark it. I personally don't think that it was though. I think we've even had arguably more. Well, no, not this week. Definitely last week that we did. We had a few more for sure. Let's see.
Yeah.
So let's see. We haven't hit anything else. Okay, so good to know. Good to know. We have one more game left. We've already hit 2 bingos, and it's been 4 games. That was quicker than last time for Wi-Fi. I think it took us like what 6-7 games to do that. I don't know if either of the players' teams for this one, so we just jump right into it. We see on Lux's team Mewtwo, X, Nidoking, Snorlax, Celesteela, Jellicent, Florges. I don't know why. I said that as if it was like 5 mons, but there was definitely 6.
Yeah.
Mewtwo, X, Nidoking, Snorlax, Celesteela, Jellicent, Florges. Yeah, I ended it as if it was like,
the upwards inflection.
So stepping on Legos, according to Marcus, from what I've heard, it means like taking like a fuck ton of hazard chip at once. So it's basically the inverse to no hazards. This would be like if someone took like spikes, rocks, like all at once.
Yeah, I also count Rocky Helmet damage. If you do like triple axle into like Rocky Helmet, it's just like it's just this unnecessary non-damage.
Yeah, it's a lot of ridiculous amounts of chip. Like, probably something over, like, 25%. But yeah, so basically though, wheelchair would just be like an absolutely like manhandling game. Like it would be something like for example, if shoot hit that hypnosis, and I get that's asking a lot, to be fair. I know, bear with me, a lot of you guys barely hit 1 Stone Edge a year, but bear with me for this analogy. If shoot hit the hypnosis there, that would have been a very different game. That's not a game I would necessarily call a wheelchair, because it wasn't like shoot just completely shit the bed on that game. He went for what he had to. It was still a like there was no obnoxious sweep or anything. Wouldn't call it a wheelchair personally. It was a very high diff game, but I would not call it a wheelchair. So that would basically be the difference there. Anyway, Lamaz's team is Lunala, Melmetal, Mandy, Helios, Comfey, and Mega B. Honestly, weirdly enough, I think that Melmetal does a really good job here with just like T-Punch Bash. Like, there's no real switch into that. Probably
There really aren't.
Melmetal could honestly tear. Helio is a really good Scarfer here, or just a really good Glare spammer, because that could also enable like a Scar for Specs Lunala to run through this team once Snowax is gone. Snowax could be a bit of an issue for sure for Lamaza, but I think once Snowax is gone, Lamaza runs through. I think Snowax is the one thing that's going to keep Lux alive this game, in my opinion. But we'll have to see. Turn 1, we see, we already see Annoying Spectator. We already see it's 1 turn in, and we already see Annoying Spectator.
Oh, Lord.
I like the Sucker Punch there, at least to get some chip on Mega B. That'll be very helpful for later, for sure. Just, that's already 1 less turn it can come on rocks. So we see the defog come in. Oh, it's very unfortunate already. This is what I mentioned in PRs. I didn't like Lux's hazards at all. Lux is a very scary team, but it's just a scary Pokemon. Like, he gets played around pretty easily. So it's just stuff like this. So we see Mega Mewtwo X honestly looking like it's going to have a really tough time breaking things like the Mandy, Lunala, even the Comfey to an extent. But
Comfey can come into revenge so easily, especially if it's like a really defensive set for the Celesteela.
Like a Keyberry set? That'd be funny. We see Helio get some nice momentum there.
Oh, it's in.
Shut up, Virgo. I hate you so. That wasn't even a wheelchair. Yep, we see that is definitely banned in Melmetal for sure. There's no way it did that much to Jelly. I thought it's like super Spadaf. We see the burn off there. Definitely Lux's like only play that turn, to be fair. But he's lost his switching. He's lost his switching to Melmetal. Now it's just Selly. And Selly is gonna get mauled by Thunder Punch yet again. Mega B comes in. It's just a really free U-turn, even if it doesn't kill. It's just free momentum into Comfey. I like the Brutal Swing. Definitely predicting for the Lunala. Really solid there, because if Lunala came in on like a Poison Jab and it was a Scarf set, Lux didn't really have a good switch in, even just a Focus Blast at that point. Because while Jellicent could have definitely came in hard on a Focus Blast, to be fair, there are so much good Jellicent switch-ins at this point. Like, Helio was a very free Jellicent switch-in. So I feel like it just kept losing Lux momentum. So I think that the Brutal Swing, while it obviously sucks against the Comfey, I think it was kind of the play he had to make. Because he loses so much less momentum if Comfey comes in.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Also, if the Lunala comes in, you could go off for like a Randy Side Shock or something like that. Pick something up. Exactly. Especially if you don't go hard into the first turn.
So, also, I like how half these Pokemon have Helmet already. Like, we see Helmet Comfey, Helmet Jellicent, Helmet Celesteela. Like, what the fuck? Why are so many Helmet Pokemon this week? I get it's a Mega Mewtwo X versus a Melmetal, but holy shit. What is this? I like the foul play. Crit definitely sucks for Lux's sake. But realistically, I mean, Lamaza probably still 1v1 this anyway. And worse was worse, he probably just goes hard Helio. Which, yep, he's coming into hard Helio right now.
Mm-hmm.
I like the double leech from Lux there. That was definitely a really solid play. As I said, nothing like super flashy, but it was a solid play. We see.
I wonder if this Heliolisk was Sandvale to be able to better take hits from the Celesteela, from a flamethrower.
I feel like
not sure if Lamonza thought that.
I think he kind of had to go with Dry Skin for the hard switch into Jellicent, because it's just a hard immunity.
Oh, but that is true, right?
Because nothing Jellicent,
and if it's sub, it can just sit.
Dazzling Gleam,
like Ice Beam, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, it doesn't do shit. As we see the Melmetal fucking choose. Yeah, as I said, Melmetal rips the team. It absolutely rips here. And, while there's a Selly here and a Jellicent, it still just rips. And I like the Taunt Comfey. Taunt Comfey really helps. Obviously, Selly predicted around that, or maybe just Lux wanted to get chip on the Melmetal. Either way, though, it definitely helps. No Heavy Slam in the Selly definitely is very unfortunate, because Comfey, I think, might just win. Why does Comfey just do on the Selly? Can we talk about that? What the fuck is happening here? Never mind, it has Iron Head. Okay.
Oh, okay, thank God.
Maybe Lux just didn't want to take Rocky Helmet chip, which if that's the case, then that's fair by Lux. But But yeah, Florida still kind of gets
That
good.
is a freebie.
Oh, Scarf Floyd.
Psych! No falling for you.
Ooh, that was super
No
fire.
falling for
I'm not gonna
you.
lie. Like this game is fucking over at this point. Like Melmetal rips, same as Lunala too. To be fair, even with the Lux round, but like I'll give Lux that. That was fire. I'll give him that.
That was hilarious.
Did you mark up Annoying Spectator, by the way? As I said, we got that like two times.
I did, yeah.
Okay. I say it wasn't.
That actually gave us a third bingo, which was pretty sick.
Third bingo time. So we see the Lax tie up to Side Shock. As I said, Lunala is just obnoxiously dumb. It's so fucking dumb. And then
It is.
Then we're gonna see Moongeist go off. As I said, this Pokemon should have been banned. Shoutouts to everyone who voted to allow this Pokemon and allowed one of the better players in the league to get it. Shoutouts to all of you. No pollen for
You know what the sad thing is?
What?
Is last season. Guess my record with Lunala, or guess the KD.
It was something probably bad.
It was not very great.
Yeah, no, that's why I had to show it up with season 5 with it.
It was 8-7. It was 8-7.
I had like 19 or 20 kills with it.
That thing said, the Ditto went in. Ditto went 10-2, I think, that week or that season.
I scrolled up through the chat, by the way, to figure out what the no pollen for you was. It was on the Florges. That was funny. That was really funny, actually. But yeah, this was a solid week though, to be honest. We got so much on the fucking bingo board. I'm kind of shocked we didn't hit T-Spikes, to be honest, or Trick Room. I thought Trick Room could have definitely came against M Dragon's team. Not that not that I think that Endless brought a bad McGearna set. I think Shift Gear was also really good. I just thought that Trick Room was gonna come personally, like on Team Preview. But regardless, though, I'm kind of shocked we didn't hit Trick Room or T-Spikes.
I will say, if my match got previewed here, there definitely would have been T-Spikes.
Oh, you fucking kidding?
That is neither here nor there. Also, if you want to see my match, because we aren't showing it here, it was not 5-8 for Ego, it was 8-7. But that is my channel. Check it out. That is the that's where you'll find the match versus me and Bash for week 2.
So we have.
I think
we have
that should be the right
link. I have a command for you. If Nightbot's gonna work, it'll pull up your channel. If it's not gonna work, then fuck Nightbot. It's been kind of annoying today.
Didn't we disable Nightbot?
Nope, I re-enabled it. I fixed the time.
Oh! Let's go.
I fixed the cap, so it's just not on. But yeah, so I have commands for every BBL coach. I'm gonna do a real quick coaches and BBL, just so then we could drop the Volt coaches paste, and we can also drop the BBL links. I'm gonna drop Marcus specifically though, because he was kind enough to hop in the co-host, and also we battled him earlier. So shout outs to Marcus for that one. So we see the coaches paste bin on the BBL links. If you're for some reason not from the BBL server, I'm assuming most people are, join the links below. If you're not following BBL Twitter, follow BBL Twitter. We're tweeting out Wi-Fi stats every Friday on there. And also obviously retweeting the Wi-Fi games in case you missed them in the BBL Discord, which you can also join and get team roles for if you prefer that method of notification. So if you guys enjoy the stream, hit a like button below. Obviously, we hit 11 likes in the stream, which is pretty nice, to be honest. With that said, though, hopefully you guys do enjoy, and I will see you guys tomorrow with my good pal Matt for our Soul Link, and then